A tale of love and loss. Imagine a small village in the heart of rural England, where rolling hills and verdant pastures frame a quaint stone cottage. It is in this idyllic setting that a young architect named Thomas Hardy first encountered Emma Gifford, a spirited and intelligent woman who would become his wife. Their courtship, filled with long walks through the countryside and whispered secrets beneath ancient trees, seemed plucked straight from the pages of one of Hardy's future novels. Yet, as in his stories, life soon took a darker turn. Their marriage, initially full of promise, grew strained and distant over the years. Emma's death in 1912 left Hardy heartbroken, and he poured his grief into his poetry, expressing profound sorrow and regret. This poignant chapter in Hardy's life echoes the themes of loss, love, and fate that pervade nearly all his work. Thomas Hardy was born on June 2, 1840, in the village of Higher Bockhampton in Dorset, England. The son of a stonemason, Hardy grew up in a rural environment that deeply influenced his writing. From a young age, he exhibited a keen intellect and a love for literature, devouring books and showing a natural talent for storytelling. In 1862, Hardy moved to London to pursue a career in architecture. However, the bustling life in the city never quite suited him, and he often found solace in writing. His first novel, Desperate Remedies, was published in 1871, but it was his later works, Far from the Madding Crowd in 1874 and The Return of the Native in 1878, that cemented his reputation as a formidable literary talent. Hardy's novels often explore the harsh realities of country life and the inexorable forces of fate and nature. His characters, like Tess Durbeyfield in Tess of the D'Urbervilles, 1891, and Jude Fawley in Jude the Obscure, 1895, constantly struggle against societal constraints and personal misfortunes, reflecting in a way Hardy's own views on the deterministic nature of human existence. Despite his great success as a novelist, Hardy faced harsh criticism for the perceived pessimism and immorality in his works. Disillusioned, he turned away from novel writing and focused on poetry, producing some of the most poignant and introspective poems of his career. These poems, filled with the themes of time, memory, and loss, provide a window into Hardy's personal life and inner turmoil. It was marked by both passion and tragedy. His marriage to Emma began with great promise, but gradually deteriorated. After her death, Hardy remarried Florence Dugdale, a much younger woman who had been his secretary. Although they shared a deep affection, Hardy never fully recovered from the loss of Emma, often revisiting their early days together in his writings. During his lifetime, Hardy lived in various places, including here, the London borough of Wandsworth. He lived here in the 1870s while working as an architect. He also designed several notable buildings in the area. His time here was relatively brief but significant, as it was during this period he decided to leave architecture and devote himself fully to literature. Hardy's legacy as one of England's greatest writers endures to this day. His poems and novels continue to be studied and admired for their profound insights into human nature and society. His work has inspired countless adaptations in film, television, and theatre. This cements his place in the pantheon of literary greats. Hardy was also an amateur musician and played the violin. Music, much like nature, was a source of comfort and inspiration for him. But he loved the country. Upon his death in 1928, an intriguing fact is that Hardy's heart is buried separately from his body. His ashes were interred in Poets' Corner in Westminster Abbey, while his heart was buried in Stinsford, Dorset, near the graves of Emma, his first wife, and his family. Hardy's life, much like his novels, is a tapestry of joy and sorrow, triumph and tragedy. His deep connection to the country landscapes of his youth and his contemplation shaped a body of work that continues to resonate with readers worldwide, reminding us of the delicate balance between destiny and desire.